This is your first video tutorial for Observational Drawing, Art 101 at Truman. You are going to draw a blind contour portrait of yourself. Now, a blind drawing sounds a little confusing, but it really just means that you are not looking at your paper at all. So what you're going to do is find a mirror. So you might need to set up in your bathroom or something if that's the only mirror you have, and set it in front of you, and then you can use newsprint or you can use your sketch pad that's 18 by 24 inches. You can use any drawing supplies that you would like, but I like to use something that's a little bit bolder usually. So perhaps like a B pencil or a charcoal pencil or charcoal stick, or even a marker would be fine for this project. So you're going to set yourself up in front of the mirror, and then you will lock eyes with yourself in the mirror, and you will draw a portrait of yourself. Now, a contour line is a line that follows the either external contours of an object or the predominant features within an object. So in your face, that's going to be your eyebrows, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your hair, your ears, and all of those primary features. Your goal when you do this is not to look at your paper at all. So just choose a place to start on your face and look at yourself in the mirror and go from there. So here I am drawing myself, and I've started with the eyes and I'm moving beyond. And it's a good idea to not lift your pencil off the paper when you do this. You can see I've lost my sense of scale somewhat, and that's totally fine. That will probably happen to you as well. These drawings are more of an exercise in looking closely and paying attention to what you're drawing than they are an exercise in making something perfectly accurate. So I've moved on to a second drawing, and at this point I'm drawing at double speed, or I have the video speeded up, and I'm using a marker. You can see I am tracing around my face and trying to not lift my marker up off the paper, and that's a good way of keeping track of where you are, because as soon as you lift your utensil, you might have lost a sense of relative placement. Also, when you do these, try to go as slowly and as intentionally as possible. Try to get every detail that you can manage. And so your goal might be to spend 5 minutes on each of these drawings. And whether you achieve that or not might depend on how it goes, and that's fine. But really try to put the time into them. So here's my marker drawing. And I'm going to do one more this time with graphite. And I again have this sped up. So one of the advantages of something like a pencil drawing is I don't feel like the line that I'm putting down is as committal. So I'm able to treat this blind drawing a little bit more like a sketch, and I can actually create some shading as I go, and that is liberating for me. You'll also notice that this is my third drawing in a short time span, and I'm improving each time relative to the first ones. And the first one I drew was the first blind drawing I had done in maybe 6 months or something, and now this is, my third one in a row this day, and it looks a lot more cohesive in terms of the placement of all of the features and the like. But either way, I think these drawings are really fun, and they're a good icebreaker for drawing in general. And they're always a good warm-up exercise if you want to do a blind drawing before you start in on something. So check the assignment for doing some of these at home, and then you can move on to the negative space drawing.